It would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. This is Miller. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien, he might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And partner with a new quarterback running the show for the Texans this year, you'd imagine they'd want to rely on Miller quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it was a great idea that they did in 2016. I think they'll expand his role in 2017. The early part of his career, he didn't get the number of carries that he got in 2016. He's still fresh and ready to go. Run it and catch it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
When you're right on the verge of being a top 10 overall offense in the NFL, you would think that things are pretty good for your team. But the Bengals want to improve. They were 13th in rushing, and for a team that wants to run the football first, last, and always, that's an area that they're trying to jump up in 2017.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
The Houston Texans in 2016 on defense defied convention. Why? J.J. Watt missed most of the season, so you would expect them to struggle a little bit. But in fact, this was the #1 overall defense in the NFL. They stopped the run, forced teams to throw the football, and really got after them with a terrific pass rush.
Third down now following the completed pass. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And now out comes Houston. And then First and 10 for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Dalton throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Every time you throw an incompletion, you think, boy, that's a wasted opportunity, don't you?
Yeah, because last year they were number 2 against the pass, was this Houston defense.
And J.J. Watt is back for all of 2017. They'll be that much stronger.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much run. Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. His throw incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. This will be Dalton again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Whitney Merciless coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown in.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now, the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 23. Quick move by Miller. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dan Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. It's second down. Dalton looking. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. Third down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, I think that's the way they'll go.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will change here with very little time remaining. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Throwing, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Oh, good move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First and goal here from the 9. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10. Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the... Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.